The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
Hello, Cougar Nation, and welcome to live coverage of Averett University baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. We got a great one for you today as the Averett Cougars take on the University of Mary Washington Eagles live from Owen Fulton Field in Danville, Virginia. And the teams are already on the field, ready to go here. We'll get through the starting lineups in just a second. Mary Washington comes into today's game with a 6-12 record. Overall, they are 1-7 in the Capital Athletic Conference. The Cougars 5-23 overall with a 3-12 mark in USA South Conference play. Cougars picked up a pair of wins last week, defeating Bridgewater College on the road in the middle of the week after a almost near no-hitter pitched by Kyle Lamantia. Went 8 2/3 innings without giving up a hit before Bridgewater broke through with a triple that dropped in just out of the diving outreach glove of the Cougars in left field. Averett held on to win 1-0 though. And the Cougars also picked up a 15-14 win over William Peace University on Saturday. The Eagles have lost 3 straight and 4 out of their last 6, including a series sweep against number 1 Christopher Newport University this past weekend. Averett overall 2-1 all-time against Mary Washington. Averett swept the 2018 series by scores of 8-7 and 5-4. So tight series here between these two schools. And as we prepare for today's game, the Cougars come into the day looking to pick up some momentum heading into the last part of the season. Averett wearing their gold tops today with the white hats, gold brim, and white pants. Mary Washington in their road grays for today's game. Starting lineups today. First for the home team, the Cougars. In batting order, you have Nick Winston playing center field. Zach DiCarlo in left field, batting second. Batting third is the shortstop Ryan Traylor. At third base, Chase McKinney. In right field, Andrew Lancaster. The DH in batting sixth is Dante George. Tanner Bradshaw batting seventh at first base. Dawson Hott getting started behind the plate today, batting eighth. And Martin Nikolai at second base, batting ninth. For the Cougars on the mound today will be Mac Rexroad, the freshman getting the start here against Mary Washington. And we'll get to Mary Washington's lineup here as we prepare to get ready. Apologize, we're having some camera difficulties here. First pitch is a ball. We're going to have to talk you through the audio for here in the first inning, and we'll get caught up on the video once we get that taken care of. That one fouled away as Garrett Lyons leads off for Mary Washington. It'll be Lyons playing third base, leading off. At first base, Stephen Johnston batting second. David Lambertson in right field, batting third. The DH Christian Haig in the cleanup spot as that pitch misses for ball two. 2-1 the count here to Lions. Tyler Ray in left field, batting fifth. Marcel Barrett at second base. And this one, ground ball outside of the diving reach of Chase McKinney at third base. It's hit in between third and shortstop for a single here for Garrett Lyons. So one aboard here for Stephen Johnston. To finish up the lineup, batting seventh in center field, Norman Holcomb. At shortstop, batting eighth is Nick Bass. Behind the plate, Kevin France batting last, and Hank Biggs getting the start on the mound today for Mary Washington. And a big swing and a miss here from Stephen Johnston for strike one. Facing against the freshman left-hander, Mac Rexroad. Rexroad delivers, and curveball in the outside corner in there for strike two. Again, we apologize for our video. We'll get that fixed in between innings. I'll have to talk you through the audio here. Hesitation move at first base. Rexroad with a curveball tries to nibble that outside corner once again to the left-handed batter, Johnston, but just missed the outside corner there. 1-2 the count. Another breaking ball, and this one's going to be lined into left field. That'll drop in for another single. And two aboard here for Mary Washington to lead off the top of the first inning. So with two aboard, nobody out, that'll bring up the right fielder, David Lambertson. Lambertson, a sophomore out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. Laying down the bunt. Beautiful bunt down the third baseline, but pushed foul. Runner, well, Garrett Lyons was on the move at least. The lead runner at second base, Johnston, did not take off right away. Might have gotten crossed up on his signals there as Lambertson was trying to sacrifice the runners over. Tries to lay down another bunt, but fouls it off to the right side. Can't get it down. So 0-2 count here to Lambertson. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Runner takes off. Lions pitch out was high. Looks like Rexroad just lost control of that pitch and will allow Lions to steal third base. One-two pitch fouled out of play. Runners at the corners now. Runner takes off for second. And strike three on a swing and miss by Lamberton, but Johnston steals second base. And now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. That'll bring up Christian Haig, the DH. Rexrode looks in, first pitch. Hit out to second base. Nikolai fields it. His play is over to first for the second out, but that will allow the first run to score as Lyons scores from third base. Johnson moves over to third on the play here with 2 outs. And wait a second here. What do we have? Maybe a catcher's interference? Run does not score. We'll have to check the play on that here. That'd be my guess. So Tyler Ray at the plate. And this one lined through the left side. That'll score 1. So another run coming. Relay throw home in time. And Chase McKinney guns him out at the plate. Pitch in the dirt, a little low. Here, Marcel Barrett. 1-0 count. Sorry, we're trying to get some stats here. Kind of that odd play threw everything off. And that pitch from Rexrode misses. Your score 1-0 here. 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Mary Washington with runners on first and second base. That pitch low and inside to Barrett, and that'll actually be ball 4. So will be a walk to load the bases here. That'll bring up Norman Holcomb. Holcomb, a freshman out of Virginia Beach, steps in, righty versus lefty matchup. And this one hit out to left field and caught on the run by Zach DiCarlo for out number 3. So Mary Washington gets a bunch on, only scores 1. We'll go to the bottom of the first when we come back. And welcome back. We apologize for the technical difficulties with our webcast operations. We had to make a download real quick. However, Cougars go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first inning. Kind of replay that for you. Nick Winston popped up in foul territory over to first base for the first out. Zach DiCarlo popped up to second base, a little shading towards the bag. And Ryan Traylor just struck out swinging, fouling it back into the catcher's mitt, and France held onto it for Mary Washington. So through 1 inning, Mary Washington leads with a 1-0 score here over Averett. We'll go to the top of the second inning when we come back. And welcome back. We are here for the top of the second inning. Mary Washington up 1-0 here on Averett. First pitch into Nick Bass, a called strike from Rexroad. Rexroad delivers inside pitch, foul down the third base line. 0-2 the count. Here to Bass, the number 8 hitter for Mary Washington after the Eagles had 7 batters come to the plate. However, the Cougars got out of it, only giving up 1 run. And Bass fouls that one out of play to the right side. Beautiful day here in Danville. Sun is out. Temperatures pretty good in the 70s. Wind blowing today from right to left. 0-2 pitch from Rexroad. Popped up. And it actually drops in right field. I'm not sure what happened. Lancaster might have lost it. So another leadoff batter aboard here for the Eagles. And that'll bring up Kevin France. He fouls the first pitch out of play. Runner faked like he was going to go. And a swing and a miss there by France for strike 2. Bass initially took off and stopped. Rexroad throws. They're going to have the runner caught. And it'll be a caught stealing pickoff here. So it'll be a 1-3-6. And that'll retire Bass for the first out. Good pickoff move by Rexroad. Ball popped up into shallow left field. Could be trouble. And Traylor comes away with it. Had a tough play. Normally that's one where your left fielder will call you off, but not sure if DiCarlo had a bad read on it. The wind gusting here, kind of swirling around and making it trouble for the outfielders. So with 2 away, top of the line, a back up with Garrett Lyons. Lyons reached with a single and scored the lone run so far today. Fouls that one out of play. 1-1 to count. Here to Lyons. One pitch. That one fouled out of play as well. One and 2 the count. Pitch low and inside. Evens the count at 2-2. Lyons, a junior out of Virginia Beach. Fouls another one out of play. Two, and this one chopped down the third base line, foul. Rexroad, this is his 3rd appearance, first career start. He's pitched 2 innings this season. He's allowed 2 earned runs and 3 hits. Does have 2 strikeouts, though. So, shown that he can be effective. Probably looking at a lot of guys pitching today for the Cougars. I was talking with head coach Kenny Fleming this morning, and he was going to try to work in a bunch of guys here for today's game. 2-2 pitch. Lyons misses high with a fastball. Full count now. Payoff pitch. And that one hit. That's fair. Down the left field line. Going all the way to the corner in left field. That'll be at least a double. And Lions will hold up there with a 2-out double here off Rex Road. So that will bring up Steven Johnston here with a runner in scoring position and 2 out. Johnston singled back in the first inning and looks at a called strike 1 on the outside corner on a beautiful breaking ball from Rex Road. Trailer holding on the runner at second. He takes off, though, and no throw. It'll be a stolen base for Garrett Lyons. 2 steals on the day for Lyons. Breaking ball, outside corner, finds the zone, and 1-2 the count. This would be a huge out. The Cougars could get it, as Lyons only 90 feet away. 1-2 pitch from Rex Road. This one, that's going to be hit down the line and first baseline. And that'll be an RBI single for Steven Johnston. And make it 2-0 Mary Washington here as Lyons comes across for the second time today. And a good 2-out RBI hit there by Johnston. Just out of the outstretched arms of Tanner Bradshaw over first base. So that'll bring up David Lambertson. Lambertson looks at ball 1 outside. And Rexford comes back with a strike on the outside corner there. One pitch, swing in the dirt. And that'll be strike 2 to Lambertson. Chased after that one on a good breaking ball from Rexford. Broke right down to the bottom of the plate. 1-2 pitch, chop foul to the left side. Rexford looks in. This pitch popped up into center field. Nick Winston took a few steps back, runs in, makes the catch for the second out, but not before Mary Washington adds another run. And not sure what happened there. I guess they called a balk. That'll be the only thing. Just using clues here. They let the runner advance to second, and Lambertson not out. So it does advance the runner and keeps the inning going. 1-2 the count. That one fouled off to the left side. Some interesting plays already today. We haven't gotten out of the second inning. 1-2 the count. And curveball catches Lambertson looking, and the Cougars do get out of it. But again, not before another run scores. And yes, that will be the end of the top of the second inning. Just want to make sure. We'll be back after these messages from our Team Averett corporate partners. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Chase McKinney will lead it off here for the Cougars. Crushes this one down the left field line and just foul. McKinney nearly got what probably was going to be a leadoff double. And missed being fair by maybe a foot. So just a long strike for McKinney. And a swing and a miss there on a good pitch there by Hank Biggs. Biggs comes into today with a 3-2 record on the season. That pitch misses wide. 1-2 the count. So Biggs accounting for 3 of Mary Washington's 6 wins. McKinney hits this one out to short. Play by Bass. Long throw over to first in time for out number 1. And McKinney's erased here on the 6-3 putout. So that'll bring up Andrew Lancaster.
Now batting number 23, Andrew Lancaster.
The junior transfer steps in for the first time today. Lancaster batting .200 on the year. Has 15 hits, including 5 doubles. And looks at strike 1 on the outside corner from Biggs. Biggs coming into today had pitched 38 innings with 28 strikeouts. As that one misses low. As I mentioned, a 3-2 record. This is his 10th appearance, 6th start on the year. And he has a 4.03 earned run average coming into today's matchup. That pitch misses high, so 2-1 count here to Lancaster. Biggs, a senior lefty out of Purcellville. Ball popped up and will get out of play over by the Averett dugout. So 2-2 the count here to Lancaster. Averett went 1-2-3 in the first inning, looking for their first base runner today. Little chopper over towards third base. That's going to be a base hit. The third baseman, Garrett Lyons, got a glove on it. Kind of tipped it over to the shortstop, Nick Bass. He couldn't handle it either, and by then Lancaster was safely down the first base line.
Number 15, Dante George.
So that'll bring up Dante George as Averett records his first hit of the day. George steps in. Sophomore transfer out of Milford, Delaware. Looks at ball 1 here from Biggs. Pitch misses low as well. Biggs is averaging more than giving up a hit per inning. That pitch low and outside. 3 balls, no strikes here to George. Dante George batting .200. Has 6 hits and 5 runs batted in. And taking all the way, looks at strike 1 right down the middle from Biggs. And a big swing and a miss there by George for strike 2. So full count now as Biggs works his way back from a 3-0 count. And a little nubber over towards the shortstop. It's going to be a tough play. So that'll bring up Tanner Bradshaw. Runner on the move. George going down, and he will be caught on the 2-6, caught stealing. And that'll be out number 1. So the Cougars trying to be aggressive on the base paths, get the tying run in scoring position, but doesn't work out for them. Still have a runner at third, though, here for Bradshaw. And it's 1-1 count here, Bradshaw, after the last pitch was a strike. Bradshaw looks at strike 2 right down the middle. And swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Fooled Bradshaw, and he swung. So the Cougars strand the runner at third base. We will go to the top of the third inning. When we come back, Mary Washington leads Averett 2-0.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the third inning. Christian Haig steps up. First pitch, a ball to Haig. Rex Rhodes still on the mound. This one hit over to McKinney at third. Fields it and throws over to first for the 5-3 putout.
Now batting number 7, Tyler Ray.
So with one away, that'll bring up Tyler Ray, left fielder. 1 for 1 with an RBI hit. That one just missed the outside corner. Rexroad delivers, finds the corner there for strike one. Looked like about the same pitch. This one hit out into the gap in right field. That's could be trouble, but caught on the run by Lancaster right in front of the scoreboard. And he's able to run that one down a good distance for out number 2. So with 2 away, that'll bring up Marcel Barrett. Rexroad misses outside. Rexroad, a freshman out of McGahkeysville, Virginia. It's kind of near Harrisonburg. And that one fouled away by Barrett. One pitch. Fastball misses high. Make it 2-1. And that one fouled out of play as well. 2-2 the count. And that one fouled out over to the right side. Almost caught by one of our fans from Wisconsin. 2-2 pitch. This one fouled down the left field line. Two-two pitch once again. This one hit out to left field. That's going to find its way in. Drops in front of DiCarlo for a 2-out base hit. That'll bring up Norman Holcomb. Holcomb 0 for 1. Left the bases loaded back in the first inning. And nice breaking ball from Rexroad, but missed on the outside corner. Runner takes off. Strike called. They'll let him go, but it will be a stolen base on a great jump. By Barrett. Big swing and a miss there by Holcomb. 1-2 now the count. Rexroad working quickly, looks in. Pitch on the way, and this one's going to be hit out to shortstop. Trailer with it, fires over to first for the 3rd out. And that'll be it for Mary Washington as they're held scoreless for the first time today in an inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. The Eagles lead Averett 2-0. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the third inning. The Cougars trail Mary Washington 2-0 here from Owen Fulton Field in Danville. Dawson Hawk steps in, the freshman getting his first at-bat of the day. Hawk out of Hopewell, Virginia, looks at ball one on the fastball from Biggs that misses high. Hawk has 4 hits on the year, but 2 of them doubles. And chops that one. That's going to be a tough play, but that's the rare 5-6-3 ground out. As Lyons got a glove on it, kind of tipped it over to Bass, and he made the throw in time. We saw this actually came up in the Braves game I was watching the other night, except for it was a 6-5-3 put out. No, you don't see those too often, but Lyons, because he got a glove on it, does get credit for part of the play. So with one out there to bring up Martin Nikolai. Belgium native looks at ball one, looks at ball two. And fastball misses high. So 3-0 count here to Nikolai, who gets the start today at second base. And taking all the way, looks at strike one. So 3-1 the count. As Biggs trying to battle back here. And will be a walk here to Nikolai. Nikolai, one of those guys who has been one of the hard workers on the squad, has just improved so much since last year, getting a little PT this season. Came in as a catcher, but has been playing some infield this year and has done a pretty solid job when he's gotten in. So he's aboard here as Cougars go back to the top of the lineup with Nick Winston. Winston tries to lay down the bunt. Nikolai caught in a rundown, and he's going to be out, caught stealing. 2-6. Nikolai hesitated there. I think if he didn't hesitate, he might have a shot at being safe. And Winston hits that one. And it's going to be a single as Lyons couldn't quite catch up to it. Got the tip of his glove on it. So a hit for Winston. And with one aboard and 2 out, that'll bring up Zach DiCarlo. DiCarlo, 3 hits on the year. One of those a monster home run. That pitch in the dirt at his feet. So 2-0 the count here to DiCarlo. Cougars have some arms going in the bullpen. And that one fouled off. Two-one pitch, and they catch Winston off guard, and they pretty much had him out, but the throw not a good one from Biggs in the dirt, and Johnston couldn't quite pick it. Got away from him. Otherwise, Winston probably out there. And strike called right down the middle to DiCarlo. 2-2 now the count here with 2 outs. And DiCarlo goes down looking for strike 3, and that'll be it for the Cougars here in the bottom of the third inning. 2-0 still the score. Mary Washington leads the Cougars. And welcome back. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Nick Bass will lead it off here for the Eagles. Rex Rhodes still on the mound for the Cougars, starting his fourth inning today. First pitch misses for ball one. And this one grounded foul down the third base line. Bass 1 for 1 today, but was caught stealing and erased off the base pass. Fouls that one out of play. 1-2 the count. Rex Rhodes' pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. And that one fouled out of play to the right side as Bass stays alive here. Two count. And once again, fouled out of play. They'll do it again. 2-2 pitch. Misses outside. That'll run the count full. And payoff pitch misses high. Got away from Rexroad, and it will be a leadoff walk here to Bass. That'll bring up Kevin France.
Now batting for 35, Kevin France.
France, a senior out of Mechanicsville. First pitch misses high for ball one. One misses as well. 2-0 the count. And time called as pitching coach TJ Viracola will make his way out to the mound. Sawyer Smith appears to be warming up in the bullpen. He would be next to come out of the pen. Viracola returning as an assistant coach this year. He was away for 2 years, but was a 4-year player here. Holds a lot of pitching records, or is among the top in the pitching categories here for the Cougars. One of those guys who logged a ton of innings while he was here as a Cougar. So he gives some words of wisdom to Rexroad. And he'll step back on the mound, look in here. 2-0 count here to France. And this one hit out into left center field. That's going to be trouble. That drops in and will be a double for France. And that'll move Bass over to third base.
Now batting for 6, Garrett Lyons.
And that might spell the end of the day for Rexroad, and it will. So we'll take a break with them. We'll come back, let you know it is indeed Sawyer Smith coming in. And welcome back. Sawyer Smith here to take the mound for the Cougars. Runners on second and third, nobody out in the top of the fourth inning. So Smith trying to limit the damage here. He comes in. First pitch fastball in there for strike one. As top of the lineup here with Garrett Lyons at the plate. Smith, a junior utility guy, does some pitching and doing some pitching here. 0-2 count is that one in there for strike two. Smith making his sixth appearance. Fifth in relief. Has a 5.40 earned run average as the fastball misses high there in the zone. He's pitched in 5 innings. Has 5 strikeouts. Has allowed 4 runs with 3 of those being earned. Breaking ball misses outside, so 2-2 the count. Here to Lyons. Lyons having a pretty solid day. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of runs scored and a pair of stolen bases. And that one misses low, so that'll run the count full here to Lyons. A walk would load the bases here for Mary Washington. And outside corner, Lyons goes down looking. Did not like that call. He was on his way to first. Thought it was ball 4.
Now batting the 42, Steven Johnson.
So with 1 away, that'll bring up Steven Johnston. Fastball misses low from Smith. Breaking ball misses, so 2-0 the count. Smith gets a chopper down the first base line, but foul. Probably lucky that was a foul. Would have definitely scored a run from third. Johnston 2 for 2 today. Also has an RBI and a stolen base. Breaking ball, nice pitch. Caught him with a changeup about belt high, and Johnston froze. Was not expecting that one. 2-2 the count. That pitch inside. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch hit up the middle. That's going to be a 2-run single. And Johnston brings in 2 more runs to make it 4-0. Mary Washington here in the top of the 4th inning. So Johnson at first, and that'll bring up David Lambertson. Lambertson steps in. Coming today, he was batting .344 on the year. But Lambertson 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts. 1-0 pitch, fouled back to the backstop. And Smith talk with the umpire. I think they were given some time. I think Hawk might have been dinged up on that play. One pitch. Misses outside. That pitch in there for a strike. 2-2 now. That'll even it up. Little chopper out to second base. Nikolai goes to second. They'll only get the lead runner. So fielder's choice. So 2 away here as the Cougars retire the lead runner. That'll bring up Christian Haig. Haig 0 for 1 today. Crushes that one foul down the left field line. Haig grounded out. He also reached on a catcher's interference back in the first inning. Good breaking ball there by Sawyer Smith. Drops in for strike 2. Smith, breaking ball, chop foul to the left side. So 0-2 count. Fastball just missed the outside corner apparently. One-two pitch. Breaking ball hit out into the gap in right center. That's going to drop in for a single. And it'll be an error as well as Lancaster overran it. So another run scores, 5-0. And that'll bring up another hit by Tyler Ray down the right field line. That'll score another run. Ray safely into second base. So 6-0 the score. Smith looks in. Marcel Barrett at the plate. Ball popped up. Will it stay in play? Yes. Foul territory. It's caught by Tanner Bradshaw for the third out, but not before the Eagles tack on 4 more runs here. They lead 6-0. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Ryan Traylor at the plate for the Cougars to lead things off. Averett down 6-0 here. Looking to get back into it. Traylor lays off of that pitch for ball one. Traylor 0 for 1 with a strikeout today and is clipped by that pitch. So he'll get hit by a pitch and reaches to lead things off.
16, Chase McKinney.
That'll bring up Chase McKinney. McKinney crushed a shot down the left field line in his first at bat, but it was foul by only about a foot. Ended up grounding out to start the inning. Gets his second chance here. Looks at ball one on the changeup. That pitch misses wide, so 2-0 the count. Traylor, 1 for 2 on stolen bases, and he takes off here. But pitch was fouled away by McKinney on the hit and run option. And Traylor will have to backtrack to first. 2-1 the count. The Traylor, the top hitter this season, batting .354 coming into today's game. McKinney not too far down. He's the third leading hitter for the Cougars. Looks at strike two on the inside corner. McKinney coming in today was batting .276 on the year. He was up above 300, but has dropped after a couple tough outings here the last couple games. And McKinney chops this one over to the left side. And it'll be 5-3 put out as Lyons ranged over and made the play for out number one. McKinney, though, does advance the runner up a bag as Traylor is at second base for Andrew Lancaster. Lancaster steps in. He's 1 for 1 today. Fouls that one out of play. Lancaster swinging a miss there for strike two. So 0-2 the count. Lancaster calls time. And that ball in the dirt for ball one. And this one hit out into right field, but right to the right fielder as Lambertson makes the catch.
Now batting number 15, Dante George.
So Dante George steps up. George reached in his last at bat. They're putting in play over to the left side. Looks at strike one there. The outside corner. Biggs with the pitch. Nearly the same spot, just a little low. 1-1 pitch on the way from Biggs. Swing and a miss there by George. And breaking ball catches George looking for out number 3, and that'll be it for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll go to the 5th. Mary Washington leads 6-0. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Mary Washington with a steady 6-0 lead here over Averett after a 4-run 4th inning. Norman Holcomb at the plate for the Eagles. One the count. Make it 2-1. That pitch across for strike 2. And a little nubber down the first base line and taken 3 unassisted by Bradshaw.
Now batting for 4, Nick Bass.
So with 1 away, that'll bring up Nick Bass. Bass 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored today. Chopper out to short. Trailer makes the catch. Throw to first high, but Bradshaw reels it in for out number 2 on the 6-3 putout. Mary Washington putting the ball in play today. They've had 11 hits, but a lot of their, even some of their outs have been pretty solidly hit. Trailer had a good job fielding that routine ground ball, making the throw in time. Smith's pitch misses low and outside here to France. And this one hit over to third. McKinney fields it on the hop. Throw in time for out number 3. So the 5-3 putout will end it here for Mary Washington in the top of the 5th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Cougars coming to the plate. It'll be Bradshaw, Hawk, and Nikolai for the Cougars. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Tanner Bradshaw will lead it off for the Cougars, who trail 6-0 to Mary Washington. Bradshaw, sophomore out of Goochland, Virginia, steps up. Big still on the mound for the Eagles. First pitch fastball misses high. Bradshaw 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Swing and a miss there by Bradshaw. That'll even the count of 1-1. And Bradshaw just gets a piece of that one, makes it 1-2. Cougars host Mary Washington today. They travel to Hampton-Sydney tomorrow for a road game as Bradshaw pops this one up into shallow left center field. The shortstop, Nick Bass, ranges back a few steps onto the grass and makes the catch.
Now batting number 14, Dawson High.
So with one away, that'll bring up Dawson Hawk. Hawk 0 for 1. And hits this one over to third base. And Hawk out once again on a 6-5-3 putout. That's twice today. You don't see those too often. That's kind of the romantic thing about baseball is like you can have a situation that you won't see for years, and then you see it twice in like a couple innings span. Martin Nikolai at the plate, line drive right to the shortstop, and caught by Bass for the third out. And that'll be it for the Cougars. 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back as we go to the top of the sixth inning. Top of the order here coming up for Mary Washington as Garrett Lyons steps up to the plate. Lyons 2 for 3 today with a pair of runs scored, but struck out in his last at bat. Looking. Fouls that first pitch away for strike one. Pitch misses outside. 1-1 the count. Here to Lyons. Fouls that one back to the backstop. Makes it 1-2. Little chopper over to the left side. Tough play by McKinney, but he makes it throw off his off foot. And what a great play there by McKinney. Kind of one of those guys who can do it all. He's been playing a lot of catcher this year, but he played a lot of infield the last couple of years. And we've seen him kind of all over the place the last week or so after catching a majority of the season. He's played a little bit of third and a little bit of short, a little bit of second, even earlier in the year as well. Steven Johnson steps in, looks at strike one. Oh and 1. That one fouled. Actually hit down the line. And a home run. I thought that one was foul, but it just kept going. So Johnson with an Oppo home run. Maybe ate it a little bit by the wind, but he just crushed that ball. So a home run down the left field line. And that makes it 7-0, Mary Washington here. This one popped into shallow right field. Going to be trouble. Going to be a base hit. Nikolai nearly made a diving catch. Couldn't hold on to it. Outstanding effort, but base hit here. So Lambertson is aboard here for Christian Haig. And this one singled out into left field. That'll get in. And two aboard now with one out.
Now batting number 7, Tyler Ray.
So with two aboard, that'll bring up Tyler Ray. Ray 2 for 3 today with a pair of RBIs. Another opportunity here with a runner in scoring position as well as 2 on. And a good breaking ball there by Sawyer Smith drops in for strike 1. Fastball hit out into center field. Nick Winston taking some steps back, makes the catch. Runner will tag and move. That puts runners on the corners here with 2 out. So that brings up Marcel Barrett. Barrett 1 for 2 with a walk. Fastball misses low and away. Cougars do have some action in the bullpen. Sawyer Smith misses again. 2-0 the count. Looks like Avery Spicer getting loose for the Cougars. That pitch misses inside, so 3-0 the count. Here to Barrett. Norman Holcomb on deck for the Eagles. Fastball misses high, and it'll be a 4-pitch walk here to load the bases. And that'll bring up Holcomb.
Now batting number 3, Norman Holcomb.
Looks like Smith will be staying in to face Holcomb. Holcomb 0 for 3 today. That pitch in the dirt. Good block by Hawk. Holcomb with 2 groundouts and a flyout has left 4 on base. Cougars would love for him to continue that trend here if they want a chance to stay in this game. Mary Washington on the verge of breaking this one open. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses high. 2-0 the count. And this one hit up the middle. Nikolai fields it. Throws over to first in time, and the Cougars get out of the jam. Minus the home run. And they'll keep it at 7-0 as we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning when we come back. Averett trying to put up some runs here and get back in this game. Down 7. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Nick Winston will lead it off for the Cougars, who are looking to get on the scoreboard here. They trail 7-0 to Mary Washington in this non-conference midweek game. Winston looks at strike 1 from Hank Biggs, who has been pretty solid so far today here for Mary Washington on the hill. 0-1 pitch from Biggs. Curveball hit out to second base, fielded. Throw in time from Marcel Barrett for out number 1 on the 4-3 putout.
Now batting, number 10.
Biggs only given up 3 hits today and 1 walk, has 4 strikeouts. And with 1 away, that'll bring up Zach DiCarlo. DiCarlo looks at ball 1 outside. DiCarlo 0 for 2 today. And a big swing there, misses for strike 1. That pitch in the dirt, 2-1 the count. After DiCarlo, it'll be Traylor and then McKinney should the inning be extended. Fastball misses, belt high. 3-0 the count. That one in there for 4 strikes, so 3-1 now. 3-2. And that one hit over to first base, scooped up. Nice play there by Steven Johnston. For out number 2, and that'll bring up Ryan Traylor.
Ryan Traylor.
Traylor 0 for 1. Did reach on a hit by pitch, though, and his last at bat. And Traylor fouls that one out of play. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 the count. 1-2 the count. And Trailer fouls that one away. And Trailer plunked for the second time today.
Now batting number 16, Chase McKinney.
I'm going to bring up Chase McKinney here. And McKinney hits this one into center field. And it'll be out as Holcomb camps underneath it. So Cougars get a runner on, but Eagles get out of the jam. They still lead 7-0 through 6 innings. We'll be back with the 7th when we come back on the Averett Sports Network.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
Welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Nick Bass at the plate. Shortstop for the Eagles will lead things off here. First pitch, swing and a miss on a good breaking ball from our new pitcher, Avery Spicer. Spicer now on the bump for the Cougars. And another good pitch, breaking ball. And Bass unable to catch up to it. Spicer, freshman side armor. This one hit out into center field. That'll drop in front of Nick Winston, and Bass will reach with a single here to lead off the top of the 7th inning. Spicer making his ninth appearance of the season. He's pitched in 11 1/3 innings so far this year. Has 7 strikeouts. ERA just under 8. Fastball misses for ball 1. As Kevin France steps in. 1-0 pitch. Misses outside. Spicer out of Glen Allen, Virginia. Two-0 pitch. Popped up over towards first base. Bradshaw calls everybody off and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting number 6, Garrett Lyons.
So top of the lineup now coming up here for Mary Washington as Garrett Lyons comes to the plate. Lions 2 for 4 today with a pair of stolen bases and 2 runs scored. Throw over to first, not in time. That pitch misses inside. One 0 pitch on the way from Spicer. That one misses outside. Two 0 pitch. That one's across for strike one. Spicer comes with that sidearm delivery, and it kind of cuts across the zone. He's missed wide a few times, misses wide again there. But if he can reel that in, it's a dangerous look. Not a look that a lot of people see on a regular basis from a pitcher. Sometimes what makes sidearm guys or submarine guys so difficult. 3-1 pitch. This one roped foul down the left field line. Spicer's pitch fouled away, so they'll do it again, full count. Busy day here at Averett North Campus. Also have a big home lacrosse matchup tonight. The Averett women host Meredith, a battle of unbeatens in the USA South Conference. This one popped up over toward the right side. Tanner Bradshaw makes the catch off balance in foul territory. For out number 2. And that'll bring up Steven Johnston, who crushed an opposite field home run down the left field line. Didn't honestly look like it was going to go foul over toward the Averett bullpen, but it just kept going straight. Didn't get a good read off its bat, but it landed up on the hill out in left field. First pitch to Johnson in there for strike one from Avery Spicer. Johnson, a senior out of Woodbridge, Virginia. Looks at ball one there. That one fouled out of play. Cougars playing Johnson sort of straight up at left field. Not playing him to go down the line again. As that pitch misses, so 2-2 the count. Little chopper up the middle. Nikolai just out of his reach. And it'll be a single for Johnston up the middle. Good effort there by Nikolai. Just couldn't quite get to it. And that'll bring up the right fielder, David Lambertson. Here with 2 on and 2 out. Lambertson 1 for 4. Time called as Spicer steps off. Cougars don't have anybody currently throwing in the bullpen, although a couple of people are up and moving around. That pitch in there for a strike to Lambertson. Spicer looks the runner back, and I guess that was fouled. Otherwise, the runner would have taken off. Kind of got blocked by the umpire and the catcher there. Hawk looked like got him on the inside of the knee. So 0-2 the count. Breaking ball misses outside. Makes the count 1-2. That pitch missed. That'll even the count at 2-2. This is the last non-conference home game for the Cougars. They'll have one more conference 3-game series coming up. That's the end of the season. And Spicer gets the strikeout as Lambertson goes down looking here for out number 3 in the top of the 7th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. When we come back, the Cougars trail 7-0. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Cougars running out of at-bats here. They wish to come back in this one. Down 7-0, certainly within striking distance. But it needs to start here, and Andrew Lancaster will lead it off for the Cougars. First pitch fastball misses high from Hank Biggs. Biggs has pitched a solid game today, only 3 hits allowed, with 1 walk and 2 hit by pitch. It's behind 2-0 here in the count to Lancaster, though, and make it 3-0. See if Lancaster has the green light. He does not, but didn't want to chase after that high fastball, so he'll reach on a leadoff walk on 4 pitches.
Now batting for the Cougars.
That'll bring up Dante George. George 1 for 2 today. Had an infield single and his first at bat. And George looks at ball 1, so 5 straight balls to start here in the bottom of the 7th inning from Biggs. Comes back with the fastball right down the middle for strike 1. That pitch misses. 2-1 the count. And this one poked out into center field. Could be trouble, but sails just a little too far and is caught by the center fielder, Norman Holcomb, for the first out of the inning. Pinch hitter coming up for the Cougars. It's number 9, Corey Wall.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 9, Corey Wall.
So Wall will get his first at bat of the day. He will be hitting for Tanner Bradshaw. Wall, senior out of Garner, North Carolina. Batting 154 on the year, but has 2 hits. First pitch misses. Oh, misses as well. So 2-0 the count here to Wall. Wall with 2 hits, including a double on the year. This one hit into left center field and going to be caught easily there by Tyler Ray for out number 2. That'll bring up Dawson Hawk.
Now batting for 14, Dawson Hawk.
Hawk steps in. Fastball on the inside corner, but just inside, off the plate. One-0 pitch. That one's across for strike 1, though. Hawk has grounded out twice to the left side of the field on a pair of rare 5-6-3 plays. Hits this one into center field, though. And it's caught by Holcomb for the 3rd out, so the Cougars get a runner aboard to lead it off. But strand him there, and they still trail 7-0 through 7 innings. We'll go to the 8th. When we come back, you're watching Averett Baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th inning. A couple of changes here for the Cougars. Defensively, Corey Wall stays in to play first base after pinch hitting. And we have a couple new outfielders as defensive changes here for Averett. Now playing center field is the sophomore Tyler Bianco. And in left field, the senior A.J. Hart. Everybody else remains the same. Spicer still on the mound. First pitch in there for ball 1. As Christian Haig at the plate. Looks at ball 2. Haig, a junior out of Moseley, Virginia. Out of Cosby High School. 2-0 pitch hit deep into left center field. Cougars going back, and it's over the wall. A solo homer by Christian Haig. Haig's 3rd home run of the year. That one over the 380 mark listed out in left center field. So that one pretty much almost or right at 400 feet on the home run. That makes it 8-0 here. And that'll bring up Tyler Ray. Fouls the first pitch away for strike 1. Ray, a senior out of Pompano Beach, Florida. Ball 2. Excuse me, 1-1. And that one misses, so 2-1 to count. Here to Ray. A little slow ground ball, but another catcher's interference call. So a catcher's interference call once again. That's twice today we've seen that. That's another one of those rare ones you don't see too often, but we've seen it twice today. And a runner aboard here with nobody out as Marcel Barrett steps in. Ball 1 on the first pitch to Barrett. Throw over to first. Not in time as Ray gets back. Didn't have quite that big of a lead over there. And that pitch a little high. So 2-0 the count here to Barrett. And a liner right up the middle, right to Traylor. Traylor flips to Nikolai. Throw over to first. Not in time on the relay. So just a fielder's choice to the shortstop. So 1 away after Cougars erase the lead runner, and that'll bring up Norman Holcomb. Little chopper towards third. Tough pick by McKinney. Makes it, though. Bounces the throw over, but good scoop out of the grass by Wall for the 5-3 put. That will advance the runner to second, though, here with 2 outs. So Ray in scoring position for Nick Bass, who's had a pretty solid day here. Bass 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Chopped foul. Mary Washington offensively had a pretty strong day. 17 hits with 8 runs scored. Spicer's delivery misses wide. 1-1 the count. One pitch, fouled out of play. One, two. That one fouled over to the right side. While we got a second, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Averett Sports Network for today's game. One of the things we do is make sure we provide free broadcasts so that all the parents and fans can watch from afar. All we ask in return is maybe you hit the thumbs up button on the YouTube player. Give us a like. This one popped up to shortstop, caught by Trailer for the third out. And that'll be it for Mary Washington here in the top of the 8th inning, but not before another solo homer adds another run. And the Eagles will take an 8-run lead to the bottom of the 8th when we come back.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Couple changes here defensively for Mary Washington as Martin Nikolai will lead it off for the Cougars. First pitch, swing and a miss from Nikolai. Now on the mound will be Steven Johnston, who moves over there from first base. Johnston trying to come in and finish off this game maybe. Nikolai drops one into right field for a leadoff single. Other defensive changes, Walker Chilton now playing first base with Johnston on the mound. And a new left fielder in for the Eagles. It's Sam Freeborn. So Tyler Bianco at the plate getting his first at-bat after coming in as a defensive replacement in the top half of the inning. Fouls the first pitch away from Johnston. Johnston's pitch popped up over towards second base and caught by the second baseman as Barrett makes the catch on the grass for out number 1. So Bianco goes down on the pop-up, and that'll bring up A.J. Hart, who came in as a defensive replacement as well, the senior out of Beaver Dam, Virginia. That one fouled away over to the left side, excuse me, right side. Hart in his senior campaign here has 6 hits on the year, including a double and a triple. Pops this one up into center field, and Holcomb underneath it to make the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Traylor. Came into today batting a team-high .354.
Now batting number 5, Ryan Traylor.
He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout and 2 hit by pitches. And this one roped into left field. And Traylor aboard here with a hit. Keeps the inning going. Now 2 aboard for McKinney. Chase McKinney stepping in. McKinney 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a fly out.
Now batting number 16, Chase McKinney.
That one wide, and wild pitch moves the runners up a bag. So McKinney now has 2 runners in scoring position as the Cougars have a chance to get on the scoreboard here. That one fouled out of play. This one popped up. Might stay in play down the right field line, but drops in foul despite a great effort there by Walker Chilton chasing it down. Cougars have left 5 on base today. Mary Washington, though, left 12 on base. One and 2 the count here to McKinney. And he chases that one for strike 3, and the Eagles get out of the jam. And the Cougars are still scoreless through 8. 8-0 the score. We'll be back with the 9th when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the ninth inning. Changes for the Cougars. Now on the mound will be Ryan Traylor. Comes in from shortstop. Nate Tuck takes over at shortstop for the Cougars. And that'll kill the DH in the Averett lineup. Everybody else still the same.
This has been a production.
It'll be the catcher Kevin France leading things off here for the Eagles. They'll hold an 8-0 lead. First pitch in there for strike one to France. Traylor on the season. This is his 8th appearance, 4th in relief. As he misses for a ball there. He's pitched 31 2/3 innings with 19 strikeouts, has a 6.25 earned run average and a 1-4 record on the mound. 1-1 count, misses low. 2-1 now. Here to France.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.
That pitch misses low and away. 3-1 now, the count to France. Cougars have a really important stretch here coming up in conference play. They travel down to North Carolina Wesleyan this weekend as a little grounder out to second base. Nikolai ranges over, throws in time for out number one on the 4-3 putout. So the Cougars travel to North Carolina Wesleyan, then the following weekend they're at Pfeiffer, and then finish up at home with a 3-game series against Berea. And the Cougars need to win some of those games in order to keep themselves alive in the conference tournament. Only the top 6 teams advance. First pitch to Lyons, hit over to first, and a good play there by Traylor to cover from the mound and catch the toss from first baseman Corey Wall, who ranged to his right to catch the ground ball. So 2 away here for Johnston, who
this has been a production of the
is
Averett
on
Sports
the mound after playing first base most of the game. Went opposite field home run earlier in the game.
This has been a production of
For
the
his
Averett
third.
Sports Network.
Or for his home run earlier in the day. Johnson, 3 home runs on the year.
This has been a production of
Both
the
he
Averett
and
Sports
Christian
Network.
Haig have homered today. Both have now 3 home runs. Among the tops for the Eagles. Traylor misses low. 2-0 the count.
This has
Here
been
to
a
the lefty,
production
Johnston.
of the Averett Sports Network.
This one hit out to second base. Nikolai fields it for the 3rd out.
This has been a production.
Cougars
of the
down to
Averett
their
Sports
last
Network.
3 outs. See if they can make some magic happen here as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Mary Washington leads 8-0.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network. This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.
Cody.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Cougars. Trying to put the rally together. We got a pinch hitter to lead things off. It will be Cody Jones, the junior, stepping in. Jones out of Gardner, North Carolina. First pitch fastball from Johnston misses wide. Jones batting .235 on the year, and he's going to get plunked. And that'll bring up Nate Tuck, getting his first at bat today. He's batting .235 on the season
Now batting number 36.
with a double and 3 runs batted in. So Tuck steps in. The Cougars lead off runner on. Tuck hits this one over to third. Lions trying to set up the double play, and he'll get it. The 5-4-3 double play. So unfortunate for the Cougars. It's kind of been the story all day. Just haven't had any luck. And double play erases a chance at a comeback here. I'll bring up Corey Wall. Swing and a miss for strike 1. That pitch misses inside. And a swing and a miss there by Wall. 1-2 the count. And Wall fouls that one out of play to the right side. Ball hit out into center field, but going to be called by the shortstop. Nick Bass in the grass for the third out, and that'll be it, as Mary Washington will come away with an 8-0 non-conference victory here at Owen Fulton Field over the Cougars. Mary Washington improves to 7-12 on the season. Averett now 5-24. Hank Biggs picks up the victory, proving to 4-2. Rex Road takes the loss despite pitching a pretty solid day. He drops to 0-1. So that'll be it for today's game. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to always check out all the latest news on AverettCougars.com and follow us on social media at AverettUCougars. Everybody here in the press box at Owen Fulton Field, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time, and as always, go Cougars.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.